SKOL Vikings. What's up, my purple-blooded warriors? Imagine this. A former Viking lineman, benched and forgotten in Houston, suddenly gets traded to Cleveland and boom, it could hand us a shiny compensatory draft pick in 2026. Yeah, you heard that right, from the scrap heap to a potential boost for our roster rebuild. Today on Vikings News, we're diving deep into the wild ride of Cam Robinson's latest move and why it's got me pumped for Purple Pride. Stick around, because this isn't just trade talk. It's a game changer that could echo all the way to London this Sunday. Who's ready to break it down? Let's charge. You know the drill, Vikings fam. When the trade wires light up, especially involving one of our own from last season, my heart starts pounding like US Bank Stadium on game day. Cam Robinson, that big old tackle who stepped up when Christian Darrisaw went down with that heartbreaking knee injury, just got shipped from the Texans to the Browns in a sneaky swap of 2027 late-round picks. It's like the NFL's version of musical chairs, but with helmets and million-dollar contracts. And get this, while it stings a tiny bit knowing he'll be lining up against us soon, this could fatten our comp pick wallet big time. What do you think? Is this karma for all those close calls last year? Hold up, though, before we geek out on draft dreams, let's rewind to how Cam even ended up in Houston in the first place. After a solid start in Minnesota, filling those massive shoes at left tackle, things got rocky toward the end. Remember those gut-wrenching losses to the Lions and Rams? The whole O-line, including Cam, Sam Darnold, and the crew, just couldn't hold the fort. But hey, he gave us 10 starts, over 600 snaps, and kept pressure off our QB when it mattered most early on. That's Viking grit right there. Fans, drop in the comments. Did Cam save our season or just patch a hole? I need your hot takes. Now, picture Cam hitting free agency this offseason. A one-year deal worth up to $14.5 million with the Texans, loaded with incentives that screamed, come play and cash in. For us in Minnesota, that signing bonus alone, a cool $10.75 million guaranteed, put us on track for a compensatory pick that might straight up cancel out the conditional fourth-rounder we sent to Jacksonville to snag him last year. It's like the universe handing back what we loaned out, but with interest. According to the formula, salary's huge, but snaps? That's the secret sauce. Without enough playing time, poof, our comp dreams vanish. SKOL to the front office for spotting that loophole early. But oh man, Houston had other plans. Cam suited up for Week 1 against the Rams, held his own with a pass block win rate over 70%, looking like the veteran beast we remembered. Then Week 2 hits and bam, benched. Why? Ed Ingram slides back to right guard, Titus Howard shifts to right tackle, and boom, rookie Arianti Urzuri, that Gopher standout we all eyed, takes over left tackle. Cam's relegated to the odd man out, inactive even in their shutout win over the Titans yesterday. Ouch. That's not just a demotion. It's a dagger to our comp pick hopes, dropping us from potential fourth-round gold to maybe nothing. Who's feeling that frustration? Hit me with a SKOL, if you're raging like I am. Enter the Browns, desperate and disorganized up front. Their fourth different O-line combo in 4 weeks. Pass block win rate scraping the bottom at 27th in the league. Starting left tackle DeJuan Jones, out for the season with a torn ligament. Backup KT Leviston, graded out like a freshman in finals, poor doesn't cover it, with pressures galore and a sack fest waiting to happen. Cleveland pulls the trigger, grabbing Cam to plug that hole immediately. Reports say he's stepping right in, bringing his proven floor in pass pro, over 80% success rate in his prime Jags days. If he stays healthy and logs those snaps, we're talking a 5th-round comp pick for the Vikings, maybe even 4th if he balls out. Irony alert. This guy's now fortifying the enemy. Teaser time, Vikings diehards. With Cam anchoring Cleveland's blindside, how's that going to play out when Jonathan Greenid, our sack machine, lines up opposite him this Sunday in London? Greenid's already got 3.5 sacks this year, feasting like it's Thanksgiving. Cam's no slouch, but those former teammate vibes? Electric. And if Jack Conklin stays sidelined on the right, Cornelius Lucas steps in, a backup we've seen crack under pressure. Our D-line could eat. But wait, there's more. This trade's just one piece of our comp puzzle. Who's got the edge in this international showdown? Poll the comments of Vikings by 10 or closer. Diving deeper into the comp pick magic, because nothing gets a GM's blood flowing like free talent. The formula's a beast. Average annual value of the contract, plus playing time thresholds, 55% of team snaps for a full count, or partial for lesser value. Cam's $14.50 mil max deal? Prime for a mid-rounder if he hits 500-plus offensive snaps. Last year with us, he did 68% snap share before the skid. Houston was killing that vibe, but Cleveland? Desperation means opportunity. Vikings news sources confirm. This boosts our 2026 outlook slightly, turning a wash into a win. SKOL to the draft gods. But let's not sugarcoat. Immediate vibes? Mixed bag. Browns were flailing, sacking their QB 19 times in the Lions' loss alone. Cam upgrades that instantly. His PFF grade in pass pro hovers around 65, worlds above Leviston's 42. Still, our pass rush, Greenid, Dallas Turner lurking, should exploit any rust. Remember Cam's early Vikings days? Solid but faded. Will history repeat, or has he got fire left at 29? Fans, you're the jury. Trade blessing or curse? Spill it below. I read every one. Shifting gears to the bigger picture, because Cam's not solo in this comp party. We're projected for 3 quality picks in 2026 from off-season exits. Sam Darnold bolting to who knows where after that playoff tease? Daniel Jones. Wait, hold up our boy Jones? Nah, that was a free agent splash that balanced the books. But Darnold's pure loss nets us a 3rd-rounder easy. Add Robinson's potential 5th or 4th, and we're stacking talent without lifting a finger. It's like Kwesi Adofo-Mensah is playing 4D chess while the league scrambles checkers. Zoom in on Darnold's departure, man, what a ride. From backup to savior, leading us to 14 wins and that wildcard heartbreaker. His exit? An offset, meaning a comp 3rd if he logs snaps elsewhere. Pair that with Jones' minimal play under 30% threshold, and boom, another mid-round gem. Vikings news is buzzing. This trio could reshape our trenches or secondary. Imagine snagging a developmental tackle or corner. Who's your dream pick? Tag a buddy and debate in the replies. Let's build that hype. Now, circling back to Cam's Texans tenure signed to replace Laramie Tunsil, but a preseason knee tweak sidelined him early. Urzuri, that 2nd-round rookie, stepped up with a 62% pass block rate, earning the gig. Houston's O-line stabilized without Cam, going 3-1, shutout win yesterday. Smart move for them, but for us, it was do or die for those snaps. Cleveland's chaos, for QBs pressured to death, hands Cam the keys. If he starts all 13 remaining games, snap count crushes thresholds, locking our comp per over the cap projections. That's a 5th-round floor. SKOL, yeah. But here's the emotional gut punch. Facing a ex-Viking in purple versus brown? Poetic, almost cruel. Greenid versus Robinson Jonathan's speed off the edge, Cam's Mauler style in the run game. Last year, Greenid owned that matchup in practice. Expect fireworks. And on the flip, if Conklin's out, Lucas graded 58 overall, our Brian O'Neill could feast. London rules mean jet lag for both, but our 2-2 record versus their 1-3? Momentum's ours. What if Cam tips the scales? Or nah. Sound off. Fam, your predictions fuel my fire. Layering in the stats for that cred. Because Vikings fans deserve the deep dive. Robinson's career, 102 starts, 6.2 yards before contact allowed per rush defended elite floor. In Houston's 1 start, 0 sacks, but benched after. Browns need, desperate, with Jones' LCL tear ending his year. Leviston's 3-week PFF, 45.2, worst in CLE. Cam's upgrade, immediate 20-point jump projected. For our comps, Darnold's potential 3rd, AAV $11 million. Jones partial, under snaps. Robinson's 5th, $4 million effective. 3 picks, draft capital overload. Who's geeking with me? Teasing the draft windfall, 2020 SIXS loaded at OT and edge, per mocks. A 4th from Cam lets us target a Brian O'Neill successor or Darisaw's backup. Add Darnold's 3rd for a playmaker, and we're contenders reloaded. But Sunday 1st, London under the lights, purple invading. Cam's there, But our defense? Unstoppable. Imagine the post-game buzz if we sack Flacco, whoever's under center, into oblivion. Vikings news exclusive vibe. This trade's our secret weapon. Agree? Disagree? Comment wars start now. Wrapping the comp saga, it's all about balance. We traded a conditional fourth for Cam last year. Now, his play elsewhere repays it. Without snaps, it evaporates. With M, we profit. Houston's youth movement killed it, but Cleveland's panic saves us. Projected hauls: third, Darnold; fourth-ish, Robinson; fifth, Jones offset partial. Per Vikings news trackers, that's top 10 in comps league-wide. Kwesi's smiling somewhere. Fans, if you're not subscribed yet, why? This is your purple pipeline. But let's get real, does this trade tweak our London prep? Slightly. Scouting Robinson's tape now includes his Jags/Vikes prime. Strong hands, 6 feet 6 inches frame anchoring. Yet, recent dips, 52% run block win rate late last season. Greenid's 14% pressure rate, nightmare fuel. And right side, Lucas at 58 grade, vulnerable to stunts. Our scheme thrives there. What a storyline, ex-teammate clash. Who's winning that one-on-one? Vote in comments. I'll shout out the majority. Final comp breakdown. Departures like Darnold, full value, no offsets. Jones, low snaps, mid-round. Robinson, threshold met via trade. Additions, balanced most, leaving these 3 gems. 2026 draft. Deep at skill spots we crave. Vikings news says, this boosts our outlook 15%. Per models. SKOL to smart losses turning profits. But Sunday, win it for the fam. Imagine hoisting that W with Cam watching from the other sideline. Epic. As the dust settles on this trade, one thing's crystal. Cam's journey from Jags to Vikes to Texans to Browns? NFL drama at its finest. We got immediate help last year, 11 starts, stabilizing post-Arisaw, then recoup value now. His $14.5 million deal, if snapped right, nets us draft ammo without spending. Irony peaks in London. He fortifies them, but our rush exploits. Greenid sacks him? Instant legend. Fans, that's the fire we live for. Tying it all, comp picks fuel futures, but wins build legacies. With 3 projected hauls, we're primed. Darnold's gone, but J.J. McCarthy's rising. Jones' quiet exit opens doors. Robinson, bonus. Vikings news wrap. Embrace the chaos, it's our edge. What's your bold prediction for London? Cam holds or crumbles? Drop it below. Let's chat. SKOL, Vikings Nation. What a whirlwind from bench to boost. Cam's trade hands us comp gold while setting up a spicy London grudge match. Whether it's snagging that 5th rounder or Greenid feasting, this purple pride roller coaster never quits. If you felt that energy, smash that like button. Drop your hottest take in the comments. Who's owning Sunday? Subscribe for daily Vikings news hits and share with your fellow warriors. Let's pack US Bank. Virtually for London. Go Vikings, charge ahead.